Hello friends, this is Ginger and I'm looking at some old track videos today. The year is 2001. I'm a freshman in high school and I'm doing the high jump right now. This was not my main event. I wasn't that great at it, but it was fun and I feel like these videos are kind of entertaining to watch. See, there's my happy face. I've just cleared 4'6". That's the only time we can see the numbers posted. Now I'm going to have my sad face. Oh, despair. I don't know if I ever made it much higher than 4'6". Wow, that's fun. I also enjoy in these videos hearing my dad making "oh no" or "yay" sounds. Here we've got it from a different angle, and these are my last jumps. I was done for the season and didn't continue doing it. Now we're on to my main event, the 300-meter hurdles. We go 3/4 of the way around the track, around a curve, so it looks a little different. Right now it looks like I'm in the lead, but we're going to see a girl in maroon who's actually ahead of me. You can see her hit that hurdle before I do. But because we're in different lanes, it's harder to tell. See, she's still ahead of me, hitting that hurdle quicker. And you can kind of see I stutter stepped over that first hurdle, which I'll do a couple more times, but I think I get better at as the season goes on. And we've come mostly around the corner, neck and neck. And honestly, this was the part of the race I was really good at. I think other people, even though she has better form than I do, I don't slow down over the hurdle at all. I just plow right through it. So this might have been my first high school race, and I got to win it. Then a side track here. This is the ladies 4x4 team. Everybody runs one lap, and there's 4 of us. We pass the baton. I'm the second leg runner here. And I'm just substituting. I wasn't part of the regular team. And I probably should have been better at the 400 because it's pretty similar to the 300, but I always remember thinking it was kind of boring, like I wasn't motivated to go as fast. See this second runner coming up on me and I'm like, oh no, I have to speed up. So I'm feeling very motivated by competition there. Anyway, I think I was actually faster with hurdles than I was without. But yeah, this was a good one for training. The ladies 4x4 team was very good. They took state this year, not with me as part of the team. But I think I got a substitute in every now and then if one of the teammates wasn't available. It's also funny, I'm wearing the varsity uniform right now, and I think somebody just handed that to me so the whole team would match. But in the other early videos, you're going to see me in the junior varsity uniform, even though I only ran junior varsity for a single meet. Okay, 100-meter hurdles, a lot shorter. The hurdles are just a little bit higher. And this looks like I'm running well, but it's just because the people I'm running against aren't very fast. I wasn't that good at this event either. But it's kind of fun to watch. It's a little more entertaining than the 300. And just a few times I got to run the 100-meter dash, which seems like a fun race. Again, it wasn't my best race, but I think here on the home meet, I was able to do it fairly well. I actually can't tell if I won right there. The video's not clear. I think I might have won one time, but it's a funny thing. I'm going to look really fast in these beginning videos, and as the season goes on, I look slower, even though I'm actually getting faster. And it's just because I'm competing against better and better people as the season goes on. But a lot of meets were like this, that you'd only be running against 2 or 3 other competitors for some races. The 300-meter hurdles was not the most popular race. Oh, I'm in the tightest lane right here. That always makes it harder to go around the corner. Yeah, you can see my form is not very graceful there. I don't go very smoothly over the hurdle, but I think that one actually slowed me down. Normally I go pretty fast though. I think they're consulting to see who won that race. There wasn't always a photo finish to let you know. Sometimes you had to talk with officials. It's fun watching these videos and hearing people cheer and yell, because when I was racing, I couldn't hear any of that. Things were very noisy before the race. I'd be feeling nervous. I'd be thinking, oh, why am I doing this? Why? It's so hard. But once the gun would go off and I'd be running, all that anxiety would go away and I would just be focused on the race. So what I remember hearing was not the crowd or anything, but the footsteps of my competitors. And since we have that staggered start, I can't always see who's ahead of me, but I could hear them. I would hear the girl on my left, her footsteps hitting the ground, and then there'd be a pause as she'd go over the hurdle. And if that pause was before I went over the hurdle, I'd know she's ahead of me, and that's motivation to go a little faster. By the end of the race, it's clear, though. "100-meter hurdles." This is a good one. You can see our left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg. That means we're taking 4 steps in between the hurdles, which is actually kind of slow. If we were good at this, we'd be taking 3 steps and hitting right leg, right leg, right leg every single time. And when we start getting onto the state level, you'll see that the girls who are actually good at this always are 3-stepping. And that was just a skill, even of 4 years of doing this. I never really got there. Ooh, yuck. Lost my momentum there. I think I get disqualified from that race for pushing it over, actually. But yeah, 300 was my jam, and that's just an endurance thing. Like, everyone else was tired by the time they got to the 100, and I would go faster when we got to the 100. Wow, she went really high over that hurdle. I feel like usually that was me going too high when I should have been keeping it closer. Ooh, stutter step. And I slowed down there. But still, the last 100 was always when I ran the fastest. We are walking back to the line here. It looks like we've got individual timers, so maybe they didn't have a photo finish on that race. Okay, I'm finally wearing a varsity uniform. I don't know why it took so long. And see, I'm running against a lot faster girls now. Track meets were very long, sometimes 2 days long when we got to regionals and state, and just being camped out all day in those tents. You could even take a nap between races. Oh, see, this is why I didn't keep doing the 100. When I was running against people who were faster than I was, I wasn't a state level competitor for the 100-meter dash. 300-meter hurdles. Everyone is ahead of me. Finally running against all the fast people. Don't know why I didn't get a run against fast people earlier in the season. Catching up, catching up. Pulling way ahead. And here is the final state competition, 300-meter hurdles. I don't know if my slow start here is just how I started every race, and now that I'm running against all the fast girls, you notice that I start pretty slow. Or if this race actually got off to a bad start for me, I just don't know. But you can see I'm dragging behind everybody right here. I'm like 2 seconds, I don't know, not a whole 2 seconds, 1 second behind the girl in gray on hitting that hurdle. Coming around the 200, everybody's pretty tight. I'm still almost in last place, wow. Coming around to the 100, I'm pulling up. And of course, going to pull ahead here. So exciting. See, maybe I just did it that way to keep it exciting for everybody. But I loved running this race, and of course, it was so much fun to get to win something. And they gave us medals, and we got to stand on this platform. It was a lot of fun. Loved it.